This is breaking news.
Good afternoon, I'm Dan Rice, live in Chopper 2. We're over the Bronx, over the scene of a major water main break that's having a major impact on numerous roadways and customers of the water customers in the Riverdale section of the Bronx. Now let me zoom in here on Van Cortlandt Park South, and what you're going to notice is a large hole in the roadway there. There was a water main break. A contractor accidentally struck a water main, and that water main basically collapsed part of the street there. You can see how the everything on the bottom side of the WO lines has collapsed into itself there. Look behind that piece of equipment, you can still see some of the water in the sunlight there. Now, when that water main break happened, it did start flooding a construction site nearby. It almost looked like water coming over a dam. You see those wooden pylons there. And look close enough, and you can see there's still standing water all throughout this construction site. Now, we can tell you at this point, no injuries as a result of this, but some of the customers in the Riverdale section may experience low to no water as crews continue to work on the main itself. But I just want to show you some of the construction site here. You can see where numerous areas have flooded out. We saw some of the construction material floating around in that water, so obviously it took crews quite some time to get the water shut off there before they could get a handle on the situation. We come back here on the south side of the site, and you're going to see that some of that water has ponded at the bottom of the site there, as well as south side of the site. So obviously for this construction site, a major problem. But that's not the only thing we're dealing with here. That water became such a hassle to be able to contain that they had to shut numerous roadways down here. That's been, like I said, Van Cortlandt Park South. That's closed basically between Putnam and Broadway. But that's not the biggest closure we're dealing with. You're going to see on the right side of your video, that's the Major Deegan Expressway, and there is no traffic on either side of the Major Deegan as they've been trying to get a handle on the situation. They shut down the Deegan from basically the Westchester County line down to West 230th Street. We're going to zoom in towards the top over here towards Westchester County, New York State Thruway there you see in your video, and it is bumper to bumper volume at a standstill coming out of Westchester County. But that's only part of the story. We're going to swing the camera around behind the helicopter. Just be patient for 1 second there as we swing the camera around. You can see the Major Deegan Expressway completely empty through this area, and what you're going to see as we do that big spin there, you're going to see where all that traffic is being detoured off the West 230th Street. You see part of the helicopter there. We'll ask Chris if we can just do a little bit of a pedal turn there to move the skid. And there you can see right there all that traffic at bumper to bumper standstill. This goes south of 95, south of Yankee Stadium. So that is going to be a major issue for people as we get closer to the evening commute. Now, at this point, there is no word on when that roadway will reopen again. It's unclear to me as to why they have the highway shut down there, but we can see from all the flooding from the construction site, it's quite possible that they had a water issue with the Major Deegan as well. If you look at the overpass from Van Cortlandt Park South, you can see numerous vehicles still parked on the overpass there. A bit of a muddy look left to the roadway there as well. So again, because of all the issues down here with that water main break, Major Deegan completely shut down between West 230 and the Westchester County line. But again, as a recap, the story here, you're going to see that we had a major water main break. Contractor accidentally hit the water main when they were working on the construction site here, Van Cortlandt Park South, between Broadway and the Major Deegan. And again, it appears they do have the water main shut off there. Good news there. Bad news, lots of repairs ahead of them, and of course the flooding at the construction site, closures of the Major Deegan Expressway, and of course we'll stay on top of all the issues down here in the Bronx, and we'll have more details for you, of course, coming up later on the news at 5. But for now, I'm Dan Rice, live in Chopper 2 over the Bronx. We return you to your regularly scheduled programming.
This has been breaking news.